Friends, in today's video, we will discuss Nippon India Small Cap Fund. Nippon India Small Cap Fund has been in existence for past 12 years, and during this period, its performance has been quite outstanding. It has outperformed category averages across all time frames. In fact, over a 10-year time frame, this fund ranks number one in its category. However, if we look at its recent performance in the near term, over the last 1 year or less, like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, YTD or 1 year, its performance has been almost in line with the category averages. It has not been able to outperform the category. For example, if we discuss its 6 months performance, when market has seen a significant decline with the category falling by 16%, this fund has also declined by 16%. Similarly, if we look at its YTD performance, here too, there is a 13% decline in the category, and the fund has also registered a decline of 13% in the same period. In 1 year time frame as well, NAV of this fund has declined in line with the category, that is around 6%. However, as we move towards the medium term and long term, we observe that the fund has outperformed the category averages across all time frames, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, as well as 10 years. Further, in 10 years time frame, it has outperformed the category average by 4%. Where the category has delivered returns of 17%, this fund has generated returns of 21% for its investors. This is a significant outperformance, and a 4% outperformance over a long-term period of 10 years makes a huge difference in the returns you get after 10 years due to compounding. It creates a massive difference in returns in 10 years. So, if we talk about the positives of this fund, a major positive is that its performance has been excellent so far, and it has outperformed category averages across all time frames. Further, in 10 years time frame, it ranks number one in its category. However, if we discuss its performance in near term, the fund's performance has experienced a marked decline. Reason of this underperformance is not only the prevailing downtrend in the markets, but also the controversy that surrounded Nippon India Mutual Fund last year, impacting performance of almost all the funds of Nippon India Fund House, including Nippon India Small Cap Fund. As SEBI has started investigations regarding investment of Rs 1,830 crores made by Nippon India Fund House by buying 81 bonds of Yes Bank, which were eventually written off by Yes Bank, resulting a loss of Rs 1,830 crores to the investors of the Nippon India Mutual Fund. This development has also impacted the fund's performance negatively last year. Now, let us discuss what are the other negatives in the fund, which can negatively affect the performance of this fund. The biggest negative is its huge AUM. Its AUM is over 55,400 crores at present, which is a very large AUM for a small cap fund. Managing such a large AUM is not an easy task for a small cap fund, as it leads to liquidity, because when there is a sudden market crash or negativity in the market and this fund is forced to exit due to redemption pressure, it becomes next to impossible for the fund to exit at a reasonable price, as in such times there will be hardly any demand or buyers for small cap shares in the market, and in such a situation liquidity related issues in the small cap category will arise for this fund, negatively impacting its investors. So in this way, this fund is already exposed to a very high liquidity risk. That is why the fund house, understanding this risk, has stopped accepting any new lump sum investments in the Nippon India Small Cap Fund from quite some time. You can still invest through SIP, but lump sum investment in this fund are not accepted till further notice by the fund. A high AUM will definitely affect its performance in the future, but in reality, it has already started impacting its performance. In fact, investment strategy of this fund has already become quite defensive, and due to this, the fund is now moving towards large cap stocks. Even within the small cap category, this fund is not able to invest in truly small cap stocks. For example, if we look at the category average in terms of kind of shares the category invests in, the average market cap is slightly above Rs 11,200 crores. But the shares in which this fund has invested have a market cap of over 21,500 crores. Meaning that even within small cap, this fund is not investing in smaller cap stocks but in the larger cap ones within the small cap category, which usually have lesser growth potential. Now let us discuss the fund's diversification. Then this fund is over diversified. While the average number of stocks in the portfolio of a small cap fund is 85 for the category, this fund has 229 stocks in its portfolio. And the reason for this over diversification again is its high AUM, because fund cannot allocate such a large AUM to just a few stocks, especially in the small cap category. As a result, it has to diversify heavily and has invested in 229 stocks, which may affect its returns negatively in future. As you might be already aware, the more you diversify a portfolio, the more your returns get diluted. Further, one more negative point, although not as major but still a negative, is the fund's expense ratio. The expense ratio of this fund is 0.74%, while the category average is 0.68%. So even here, investors of this fund are at a loss, because ultimately any expense ratio reduces the NAV for investors. So overall, in conclusion, we can say that in the past, in the time frame of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years and 10 years, fund's performance has been very impressive. It has outperformed category averages and generated a decent return for its investor. It still ranks number 1 in the 10-year time frame. However, its performance has already started declining in near term, and in the past 1 year, it has only been able to match the category average and couldn't outperform it. Now, it is not that just because it couldn't outperform its category in 1 year, so the fund shouldn't be considered investment worthy, as 1 year is a very short time to judge the performance of any mutual fund. That said, the problem with this fund is that it doesn't appear likely that the fund will outperform the category averages by a significant margin in the future as well. It may still outperform slightly, but you can't expect the kind of stellar returns it gave in the past. Because now, as the fund has become over diversified and the fund size has become too large for a small cap fund, so due to this very reason, you can't expect this fund to generate much higher returns or significantly outperform its category in future. Also, even if you invest through SIPs, since lump sum is not being accepted by the fund presently, you are still exposing your investment to a liquidity risk, because if there is a market crash, it will be very difficult for this fund to exit its investment at a reasonable price. The NAV of this fund might drop significantly, and if you redeem at that point, you may incur huge losses. Although in such situations, one should not redeem. Instead, invest more when the market is down, as you get more units for less investment due to low NAV. But usually investors are not able to put this in practice. Instead, they try to exit all investors at the same time, which leads to a further market crash. This video is only for educational purposes and is not an investment advice or recommendation. Always conduct your own research or consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.